Hello, welcome to Sizzle Crypto, and on today's list, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, USDT, XRP, some good stuff on XRP, and I got Dust, just a trade for you to look at. So let's get right into it. Hello, welcome to Sizzle Crypto, and on today's list, we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, USDT, XRP, and Dust, and some positive news for XRP for when altcoin season happens, and also why FUDDers try to murky up the water to get you to sell your crypto. Let's get right into it. All right, for Bitcoin, what I want to show you, nothing too special today, but remember how I told you it probably is going to consolidate around here? And essentially, in my opinion, it's forming more of a head and shoulders. But, you know, maybe if we're lucky and the market's really positive, we'll get double bottom. Cat. Sorry. Let's get rid of that. We really would like Bitcoin to bounce right here. And on the positive note, what I will say is why all the altcoins took a big hit. Look at this. Bitcoin did not go down. Bitcoin really did stabilize around the 94,300, 400 mark. And so right now, that's actually kind of really good. It shows that there's a lot of people who are very positive on Bitcoin's price action, at least in the near future. All right, let's check out some USDT dominance. What I want to show you, look at this. So when the price was taking a big hit, as you see, it went up. Whoa. Just like I predicted. Well, not even predicted. It's just what the chart was showing me. And that's really what I go on, is what the chart shows me. And also, I've been in the market for long enough to see repeating actions. And that's something that just takes time. You won't get it tomorrow. You won't get it within a week. But if you're in the market long enough, you will see there is repeating action. And if you look, this bull flag practically hit its mark. It hit its mark, didn't hit the whole mark, but it hit just about it. And now what we really want to see for more positive price action, we want to see it FUD all the way down here and break the trend line. And the good news to help that is, look, it broke out of the bull flag. The bull flag is supposed to symbolize positive price action. So what you would normally want to see is it maybe retest the bull flag or the top of the trend line and then go up. But instead, look what it did. And we're going to have to wait for confirmation, but it practically looks like confirmation to me. It pulled what's considered a fake out. I've talked about this in the past before, but a fake out is where the price action follows and works, goes according to the chart. So the chart's a bull flag, so it should go in a positive price action to the upside. In this coin, in this case, USDT. So it should go upwards, retest somewhere, and continue going upwards. But what we see is that instead of going upwards, it went upwards, it broke out, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. And then it broke back into the pattern. And when it breaks back into the pattern, that's when you want to start trading in opposite direction. Now, this is USDT DT dominance. So that means when it goes up, altcoins and usually Bitcoin goes down. And when it goes down, altcoins and Bitcoin usually go up. So in this case, if it does perform this complete fake out, you're going to want to put long positions on Bitcoin or altcoin. And if it continues to play out, I would like to wait till the next candle plays out. This is the 1 hour. Especially if it continues down, you could see definitely down to the bottom of the trend line. And we're going to really hope that it breaks. Because if that bottom trend line breaks and it can keep going down, we're probably going to see 100K Bitcoin. And maybe those liquidations will be stopped. So that's actually fantastic news. And if the liquidations were stopped, what we saw in that article from the other day, if you're keeping up with my channel, $400 million in Bitcoin contracts will have to go, and so we might see a short squeeze of some kind, which I think, honestly, if it does play out, we're definitely hitting the 100K, but maybe even a little over 100K. That would be kind of cool, right? And then that would also lead to maybe an altcoin season. You know, once Bitcoin finally calms down, you're going to definitely see the altcoins take off, and that's actually amazing. So let's jump into the XRP. XRP, what we see right here is perfect. It definitely broke out of here, and it's retesting here. Now, there's many ways you can draw this trend line or this right falling wedge, but personally for me, I did it right here. And what I'm seeing is you got up, you got down, and if we could get a little wiggle right here, that would form a double bottom, and we could definitely see some positive price action, and that's what we're hoping for. And to confirm that, before I get into Dusk, which I have some positive stuff for Dusk, let's get into some news. So before I get into the XRP news, we're just going to talk about this real quick. New Hampshire approves first state-level strategic Bitcoin reserve law. So it looks like New Hampshire is going forward with a Bitcoin reserve. And that is, once again, another state jumping onto crypto and saying, hey, we're positive about Bitcoin, and it could have trickle-down effects for the altcoin. We won't spend too much time on that. We already got into the reserves and all that in the last videos, but this is just another state that says, I want in. All right? Now, let's look at some XRP. XRP outperforms Bitcoin, Ethereum in Q1 as investment inflows tops 200 million. Point of the whole article is that XRP definitely has a lot of love, and a lot of people are looking that XRP is going to go up in the price action, and they're going to wait for probably more of an altcoin season, but they're definitely saying, hey, XRP is going to the moon. Okay? And major XRP accumulation alert. Wallets holding over 10,000 coins cross 300,000. Now XRP is right now let's just say $2. So if it's 10,000, let's do some quick math on my calculator. Essentially, we got 3 billion in XRP holdings from 300,000 people. That is massive. Obviously, institutions are not going to be holding a lot of XRP if they don't think that it's going to have some positive effects in the future, and that they're definitely going to get a return on their investment. So I'm just saying, once again, it looks positive for the XRP army. Now, here's what I want to show you about FUDDD. Okay. Now, it says here, expert says XRP is insanely overvalued, but not worthless. First off, maybe this CEO guy is right. But also at the same time, people in investments and firms put out FUD all the time to get you, the retail, to sell your coins, because they would love to pick out more XRP on the low. And if they can get you, the retail investor, to sell all your coins, then they can buy them up at a much cheaper value, because that's just what happens throughout the whole crypto market. Since I've been in it for about 5-6 years now, they definitely do put FUD articles into the market to get people to sell when they're trying to pick things up at a cheaper price before the altcoin season happens, which if Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, we're definitely going to see altcoin season. So I'm just saying, do as you want, but I wouldn't be freaking out about XRP, as right now, from what I've seen for a long time, is there is a lot of interest. And as I showed you this article right here, that's no small change. That's a lot of big, wellish people who are holding XRP. And they think, you got to think about money terms. They believe that it holds a lot of value and that it's undervalued right now. Why this article is like, it's not worth it. Sell your XRP. Do as you like. Just something to think about. And let's move on to Dusk. All right. Nothing crazy about dust. I just want to show you a short-term trade if you watch my video early enough. As you can see, price action's going lower. Why? RSI, it's going higher. That is bullish divergence. It's showing that the trend is weakening. So it's a downtrend, hits a lower price, or about the same at some point, but yet the RSI is going higher. That means more interest into the coin is coming in, and that more people are eyeing the coin to jump in. And I'm not saying it's going to the moon, but if it forms this double bottom and plays out, even a good 10% to 12, 13% on a leverage is pretty juicy. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a big guy in getting in and out of a coin. I'll use leverage, even small leverage, 2x leverage, when I don't feel the most confident. 2x leverage, and let's say you sell around 12%, that's 24%. Depending on how much you put in, let's say you put in 1,000, that's 24% of 1,000. That's $240. So that's not some small change. The point is, I look for easy trades, and I love double bottoms. So it's just something that I would say to look out for and maybe keep on your radar. Doesn't mean to buy now, but if you feel comfortable or you're looking at a coin to get in, just an idea. Do as you want. Do your own research, yada, yada. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any coins you want me to chart and look at, definitely put it in my comment section and I'll check it out. If you're one of the few subscribers who are following me right now, I appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you're not, and have a good day.